Hello everyone and welcome to the Money Monday live trading session where I trade with you live, showing you my technical analysis and how whether I profit or lose, it's always in front of you live. Here we are today. I shared with you my views early in the morning that I'm expecting a drop from the 39 to 40 level, and this was the graph I shared with you, that my technical analysis. I posted it on Instagram. As you can see, this was my TA, and from exactly here it had dropped. It crossed our first take profit, heading towards our second take profit, and it's dropping quite fast. That's why I started the session around 10 minutes earlier so that we can together watch this trade come into play. As you can see, the second take profit is almost getting triggered. I'm starting to reduce my position. If today it drops again to 1807, I will be buying, however. Thank you, Sarah Jazini, for the support. Thank you, Viver Vida. I don't know who Akif is. What do you mean, Akif? This is a live trading session. You can go to our YouTube channel, Supreme FX, where you can see properly and have a closer look on our technical analysis chart. Everything will be clearer for you. Today we have done very good gains so far by God's grace. So I'll be waiting for your. Thank you, Eli. Thank you. As I said, if you go to our YouTube channel, everything will be clearer for you. And the TA, the chart will be very clear there. You could see what is going on. And we are still expecting, I still have some of my position open. Thank you, Eli. I wanted to show you here how a small part of my position is still open. It is around $943, $960 in profit, 980. I have reduced it a lot as it dropped to reduce my risk. Everyone has a different style. Some people like to have a trail stop loss. For me, I don't have a trail stop loss. I reduce my position as it goes down into profit. Especially that it had hit our first take profit, so it was due to take some profits. I'm still expecting a further drop, at least to 18.28, which is another $2 down. A breakthrough could possibly take us to 18.23, and then you have some bulls sitting around 18.16 and 18.07. If it goes to 18.07, I will be buying from there. I am in the short today. I was shorting gold and we did very good, alhamdulillah. If it drops more down to around 18.10, 18.07, I will buy. I will enter my second trade. Otherwise, we are good for today. Remember, you don't need to take every trade. You don't need to take every trade. If you have a good trade and you did good profits, I believe you should just be satisfied and sit on the side and watch what the market has to offer. Obviously, no one can predict exactly how the markets will move, you cannot predict every move the market will make. I'm looking forward to receive your questions. If you have any questions about technical analysis, how to make money trading from home, okay, please leave it in the comment section below. As you see, we made, alhamdulillah, very good profits today. You could do the same. All you need to do is learn the basics of trading, follow our pages, always hook up onto this live trading session every Monday from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Dubai time. You could always ask me whatever you want, learn from me, and you could actually mimic this trade. Remember, trading in CFDs is of high risk. What I do here for you is out of goodwill. I trade. If you'd like to mimic my trade, you could do the same. And as I said, it's continuing to drop. Finally, Ahmed, thank you for following that trade. Very good. I want you to come out in around $2. I want you to come out. So around 28, I want you to take your profits. Then we watch and see what could happen. Actually, I'll tell you exactly when to come out, Ahmed. Stay with me. I want you to come out at yeah, 26 is a good, 27.7 is good also, no problem. But it can still go to 26, even further down. I'm expecting more down. It's all about sabr. You need to be patient. Very good, Ahmed. Very good. I recommend that. Also, I have my trade up to 23 is my last trade. But as I said, I like to reduce as it drops. I start reducing. You know, sometimes the market just turns around and you come out with nothing. Either put a trail stop loss or reduce your position. I like to reduce my position. In that way, I make more. Especially when you are looking at big moves. Like we started shorting at 41 down to 23. That's around $18. Not bad. It takes a lot of patience to hold that much. I closed my positions in many trades, but I kept one trade open and I also reduced that one. I had 10 lots of gold open in that one. Now I'm only holding 1.5 remaining. I have not done my technical analysis on US 30, especially on Money Mondays. I focus on gold, so that's why I don't like to deviate. But I can have a look later and I'll definitely let you know, inshallah. Money Mondays, I focus on gold. Ahmed, we are in the game. Ahmed, we are in the game. That was a big move. It was a good opportunity. I'm really glad that you took the trade. It's called MT5. I am Rudraka Shiab. It's called MT5. Remember, there's still space. It can go further down. Yes, Ahmed, it's dropping. I think it will still go down. Wait, I still think more. I'm still open. My position is still open. I reduced it. I have 1.1 lots remaining only. I mean, I don't like to be greedy sometimes. It's still dropping. It's still dropping. Our second take profit is almost there. Our second take profit is almost there. I'm expecting 1807. I'm very keen at the 1807. 1807 can come, and then I'm going to buy from 1807. There you go. There you go. Guys, it's dropping. It's still dropping. There you go. There you go. There you go. If I buy around 1807, listen, because if it breaks 1821, remember it can drop further. 1800 is the main structure, psychological barrier. If it breaks 1800, we could see on the longer term a further drop. It's dangerous. So I would put my stop loss below 1799. And our second take profit has been hit. Our second take profit has been hit. If I come and give you a closer look, I am ready to take little risk also and wait for it to go to 1826, I think, and I will come out and then I will watch. I know it will go further down, but don't forget everyone, please like my video on YouTube. I am doing my best to help you make money from home. I would appreciate if you also subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my live videos. It helps a lot, it helps the community, and it helps me to carry on with these with this live content. Today, 2 take profits have been hit live while I'm with you. I think that is a good accomplishment so far. And if you had been you have been holding, I mean, you would have definitely made some decent profits so far. Yes, Ahmed, I believe so as well. I think it's about time to go there. It has to go there. I mean, fundamentally, gold could be in trouble. Looking at the sentiment that the stock market has gone up again, the dollar is strengthening. And looking at the tone of the Feds, that they can be more aggressive with their interest rate hikes. DJ Dark Prince, thank you for joining us and welcome to our channel. Fatima, thank you so much. And Lisa Guinness, thank you as always. Please remember to like my video and like my live trading session. It helps the community and it helps me continue to assist you with your trades. If it goes up again, I will sell. If it goes up, I will sell again. So no harm. Please be careful. Don't be too excited to buy, thinking that it had dropped enough for you to start buying. If it goes up, I will sell again, as I think it can drop once more. I think by PM close London, 6 p.m. Dubai time, gold should continue its journey down. Remember, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. If you go to our YouTube channel, you will see a clearer idea of our technical analysis, and you could see the chart clearer. DJ Dark Prince, we will have our trading academy soon. We have an announcement, and we will allow you to join for free if you tag 5 of your friends in the comment section. You share our page on Instagram, and you follow our page on Instagram, and we will choose you to be part of our trading academy. As I said, if it goes up again, I will sell again. So far, 2 of our take profits have been hit. One of them remains. It is very normal to see a technical pullback as a small correction while it is dropping, especially when there's no major news. The market will open in the next 40 minutes. That is why we always have a take profit at the support level, because we expect it to go up. Let's see how far up it can go, and I will increase my sell position again, because I still believe that gold has to go further down. So I think the trend on the short term now is bearish. Therefore, any technical pullback will give me the opportunity to sell again. Yes, Ahmed, I will be selling again as it goes up. Remember, everyone watching us on Instagram, I would appreciate if you go to our YouTube channel, hit the like button, subscribe, and on the bell button to be notified every time we go live. I want to also remind you that we have a Discord server. You could always join the Discord server where we discuss fundamental analysis, technical analysis about the stock market, cryptocurrencies, news, memes, etc. It's very informative. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. Remember, oh, as I said, the journey downwards is not over yet. It's not over until the fat lady sings. It's a bit hot here. Dubai is on fire. I'm telling you, the temperature reached 48 degrees. I don't know if more, but last time I checked was 48 degrees. As we speak, it's 40 degrees right now. Ahmed, that was a good call, by the way. It dropped from there. Pre-market in 4 minutes, then we enter the US market in half an hour. The market is dancing. No, it's okay. It's almost there. This is very interesting. It is very rare for someone to trade live and show you what they are actually doing. Remember, these live trading sessions will not be forever. It's for a limited period of time. It is to show people how trading can be profitable and that it is not a scam or some kind of, a marketing tool. It is actually possible. You just need to be disciplined and know what you are doing. Hey, give me a sparkling water from the fridge, please. Has enhanced search on to deliver what you need when you need it. Now, you can simply type phrases in everyday English in the command line. Compare financials. Find people. Analyze markets. Thank you. Alhamdulillah. Okay, in 1 minute pre-market, we could possibly see a move. Let's go here and see. At 6 p.m. we have pending home sales, and it's p.m. close, so the move can come at around 6 p.m. Palladium is pumping as we speak. It is going up, up, up. All right, and here we are, pre-market. US started trading. You can hear the bell ringing. Remember, if you go to our YouTube channel at Supreme FX on YouTube, you could see a clear look on our setup for today, which I shared with you on Instagram early in the morning. And whoever followed made good profits because two of our take profits have been triggered at 1828 and 1833. I am still expecting the third take profit to come in, so if it goes up, I will be selling again. Remember, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. In fact, I would love for it to go up again because I will sell again. Ahmad, did it trigger your sell? We are 2 minutes into the trading session in the US, 28 minutes away from the New York Stock Exchange opening bell. We made good profits today, alhamdulillah. We still have some of our positions open. I closed majority of my positions as the two take profits have been hit. So 2/3 are gone. We remain with a small portion. I reinstated my selling position when it went to 1832, 1833 because I'm expecting a further downside towards my third Take profit at around 1823. It happens to me sometimes. That's why I put my sell limit sometimes, as I mentioned, a little lower than my target. Also to give space for your spread. The markets have recovered a bit of its losses. Today, 0.17%. The S&P 500 futures, Nasdaq 100 futures is 0.22% up. Russell 2000 futures is 0.18% up. As I said, I'm expecting a further downside move for gold. If it goes up, I will be selling again. This is an opportunity for all of you to make money from home. Remember, trading in CFDs is of high risk. So keep your stop loss, keep your seat belt on, be disciplined, do not gamble, and be careful. Trading can make you millions, but can also cause you to lose everything you have. So be very careful. Wow, it's going up, which is an opportunity to sell. I think now, Ahmed, it had triggered your sell. I told you, you're very stingy with your stop loss. Seems like the US session are trying to take gold up. Let's see. As I said, if it goes up, it's an opportunity for you to sell again. Yeah, you are right. It's interesting because I'm expecting also further down, but you know, there's a technical pullback. It had dropped from 39, well, 2041 actually, down to 28. That's $13, and it already recovered $6, almost half, 50% of that. Let's see. Sorry. Remember, on YouTube, things can be clearer for you. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit on the bell button so you get notified every time we trade live. We usually trade every Monday on the Money Monday from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Dubai time. Today, two of our take profits have been hit. We are waiting for the third one. We can see a technical pullback so far after a drop $13 from its high for today at 1841, reaching 1828, pulled back almost 50%, and now it looks like it wants to go down again. Let's watch and see. And as I said, if it goes up, I will be selling again. As I said, this is a risky business, but the opportunities are big. If you know what you are doing, you could actually make a lot of money. What I give here is not a financial advice. I give my opinion on the markets. You do your research, you do your TA. If you'd like to mimic my trades, you are welcome. That's why I am here every Monday. As you see, we have been trading live for the past couple of months, and we've only got one stop loss. We were kicked out once, which shows you a high accuracy rate of what we do. Eli, I will check my DM right after this live session. Remember, there's always latency on YouTube and Instagram, so the price you are seeing is delayed. In the next 19 minutes, New York Stock Exchange opens and we could see more volume. 6 p.m. we have, according to the live economic calendar, we have pending home sales month over month and year over year, Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index between 6 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. The impact is not very high, it's medium on the US dollar, but it is still impactful. Plus you have at 6 p.m. the London PM close, which also usually is a high impact on gold prices. I usually take one trade per day unless I see a scalping opportunity. Like today, I do believe the price of gold will continue down. It hit both of my take profits, level 1, level 2. We still have level 3. That's why I reinstated my sell around 32, 33, as I was discussing with one of our spectators and a dear friend of mine, Ahmed Hijazi. We had sold again at 32, 33. And we are waiting for it to drop further. I do think it can go down all the way back to 1828, 1826 and 1823 today, inshallah. As I said, we still have 18 minutes for the markets to open, so we still have time. I have shared this setup with you in the morning, and I'm glad that Ahmed at least followed it and he profited from it. Alhamdulillah. As I said, I do my best to help you, and then the decision is yours. Remember, we have a Discord server. send me a DM and I can share it with you. Also, if you are interested in opening a trading account after you have learned, Supreme FX is an online trading platform in CFDs. We allow you to trade different asset classes here with fair and accurate execution, razor thin spreads, no commission and no swap fees. Remember, with all my respect to all the brokerage houses we have in the market, most of them are not even traders. They don't really care about the your execution. They don't care about offering you or providing you with the proper liquidity to offer you good pricing. I am a trader. I use my platform to trade, and therefore I'm tasting this medicine myself. So whatever I'm offering my customers and clients is something I am using for myself. Oh, and my other sell position that I just opened is already in profit. And Biden is crying. I don't know, this guy keeps on crying, Biden. He talks too much. Feeling impact of war on energy. I think he's the biggest. He is the reason behind everything. He and his party. Honestly, Trump, although I don't like the guy either, but he was much more sincere and honest than this guy. Have you watched the videos of Biden when he crosses the path or he gets lost or he gets confused? This guy is too old to run the country. Come on. I don't even think he's the one who takes the decisions. I think Obama is always the. I'm telling you. Let us watch the DXY here. Yeah, look at the DXY, it dropped. Be careful when the DXY drops. Gold usually, well, the negative correlation is not 100%, but gold usually goes down. Let me check it. Oh, I don't know, but I still think gold can still go down, although this is dangerous to see because there's a negative correlation between the US dollar and gold. He's trying. He knows the economy of the US is a mess, and he's trying to blame it on everyone else. Maybe if he stops interfering in the affairs of other countries, then things will go well for him and his country. Wow, 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 wow. I'm still bearish on this. Up to you, Ahmed, because my stop loss is a bit far. I can handle it, but if yours is very near, come out. But I am still expecting further downside. I mean, I closed the majority of my position. I'm not so, and it doesn't really make a difference for me. It all depends on how much risk you are ready to take. I think it can still go down, so I'm not willing to close my position entirely. I'm reducing, obviously, I keep reducing as it goes down, but I'm not closing it entirely. Zishan, hi. Yeah, check that everything with Muhammad is going well, and he's setting up his PC to start doing that. Can she starting? He started doing it? Yes. Yes. Okay, assist him, but also let him do it his way, yeah? So that I don't want the mistakes you have done that he does it. You see, let him handle it and let him understand. Let him understand how it works, and then let him do the well. Also explain to him how to have for every client separate what is in and what is out and balances, and when someone credits and when someone removes withdrawal, okay, and how on time it should be. Oh, okay. Remember, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments section below. We are 8 minutes away from the opening bell, New York session, New York Stock Exchange. It's interesting trade today. Trading is the experience. It's all about discipline and emotions. I think you should not complicate the trade. That is the most important thing. Don't use so many indicators and complicate the trade. If you could understand one, two, or three asset classes, instruments, and stick to it rather than diversifying and trying to trade all asset classes, I would do that because I incorporate fundamental analysis in with technical analysis. So a lot of people just do technical analysis, support, resistance, indicators, and that's all. I look at price action, fundamental analysis, and technical analysis for the proper price entry. Like, for example, today I was expecting it down for many reasons, technically, and second of all, fundamentally, because I can see the dollar was doing well, the markets are recovering a bit, and there's the aggressive sentiment, the hawkish sentiment of the Feds, which causes gold to go down. So fundamentally, I was preferring to stay on the sell side. I would look for an opportunity technically to enter around 1807 if it comes today. I read a lot of books. I read a lot of books. I keep on learning from mentors online, listening to different, programs. When I first started, I learned a lot during my trading career. I made a lot and I lost a lot, and my losses definitely taught me that do not be greedy. Do small but consistent, and take losses and look at your P&L at the end of the month. It's all about not attaching any emotions to any trades, whether it's profit or loss. Thank you, Rohan. I hope, Bilal, this answered your question. That's good, Bilal. Tell me, how did your trade go, Bilal? How's your trading journey going? What are the problems you are facing? Please share with us. Okay, in the next 4 minutes. You see in some cases how the previous support becomes resistance. It was support, 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 broke it down, created resistance, and now back down. That's very good, Bilal. Very good. It's all about psychology. In 3 minutes. Another 2 minutes. Very good, Bilal, because if you take a lot of losses, you start trying to recover, and that is where you get in trouble. If you become desperate to recover, that's where you make more losses. I like to eat walnuts. Makes you smart. Okay, the US opening bell just struck right now. My phone switched off. You can see it's still dropping. It's heading towards our third take profit. Everyone, you can see the chart. If you have a look at the chart, how much it had dropped. I came out of 95% of all my trades now. I'm even exiting the remaining because 27 has been hit, so it went to 27.5. So enough for today, I guess. I will only buy if it drops further. I'm out. Congratulations to everyone who followed this trade today. I mean, the trade was fantastic. It happened to be happening during our live session. It dropped all the way from 41 down to 27. Two of our take profits have been hit. One is remaining. I think, Ahmed, by now your take profit has been hit because it went to 27.56. If not, don't be greedy for another 10 cents. Just come out. It was a very good trade. Congratulations to everyone who followed this trade. I came out completely. I don't have any trades open remaining. I'm just double checking in case there's something. That is it. That is it. Super. Good. I think our session today ends here since I came out of the trade and it triggered two of our take profits. So our call for today was to sell around 1841, which I shared with you since morning. And first target was 1833, second target was 1828, and third target was 1823. Our take profit at 1833 and our second take profit at 1827 have been hit during our live session, and this is the proof again. Everyone on YouTube as well has seen it clearly. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for lending us your attention. I look forward to hosting you next Monday and every Monday on the Money Monday live trading session from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Dubai time. It is still dropping. I think it will hit our third take profit probably today. All right. See you next time. Cheers.